there's a little frog in there. I have to make sure I don't stand on him. I don't know where the path's gone. Good morning. I'm fighting my way in to the darkest corner of the garden. It's absolutely mad. It's completely overgrown. Anyway, I'm doing something, well, I think it's quite interesting that I'm doing this morning. I'm trying to find my Mahonia. I see it under this bud here. Dear me. Right, I don't know whether you can see this plant here is a Mahonia. It's got like almost a bit like a holly type of leaf, and it gets yellow flowers. I think spires are yellow flowers. What I'm doing is I'm going to dig up some of the root. I recently got this fantastic book. It's called Herbal Antibiotics by Stephen Boner. Now, I don't know about anybody else who's watching this, but me personally, I've kind of lost faith in the pharmaceutical industry and the medical establishment, to be honest. So I really want to try and investigate and go down the route of making medicines for my own family, herbally. I have dabbled in it a little bit. I've made a painkiller out of a wild lettuce last year. Does it work? I'm not quite sure. It definitely does something to you, but the taste is so bad we haven't really been able to make too much of use of it. Anyway, I've got Mahonia here and I've got Berberis in the hen run. I'm going to dig up some of the root and I'm going to try and make tinctures, and they are herbal antibiotics basically. I'm certainly no expert. This is really a first for me, more or less. I just thought I'd show you what I'm doing. As I thought, easier said than done. I'll have to dig further down, I think. Ta-da! Yeah, look at that inside.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've got that. There's another little bit there. Try and get a little bit more as well. Whew, so that was harder work than I expected. I've just about killed myself. Anyway, I managed to get a good piece. And if you can see how yellow that is, this is the Mahonia root. I'm sure that should be enough to start off with. And basically what you do is you cut this up all very tiny and you put it in a jar with high proof percentage alcohol in. So I'm just going to use, I've got Smirnoff vodka in there, I'm going to put that in, which it should be fine. And you shake it every day and leave it for several weeks. I think about 6 weeks. It varies depending on who you read, but several weeks, and then you strain it out and the liquid left is your antibiotic. And I've got to research more. I mean, I don't know much about it at the minute, but I'm going to get on and start making it. Matilda, they're sweet, the new hens. They let you pat them and pick them up, and the old hens won't have it. Come on and say hello. Right, let's give this a go. Out the way. Of course, you just don't know whether you're getting the right root. That's the main problem. That could be from that bay tree.
I think it is, you know.
Could be. It's heading that direction.
Yeah, it's the wrong one. Try and snip it. Just snip it off. I'm pretty sure you'll find the roots are yellow.
Oh no, look, that is yellow, so that is the right one.
Snip it.
Want to get more? going to need some medication after this. But that was a bit of a monumental effort. I did in the end get that bit. So I've got about the same Mahonia and Berberis. Oh, that, I don't know, that looks a bit funny in there actually. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm going to give it a go. It's my very first steps in making herbal medicines. My dad says if I'd been born in the Dark Ages, I would have been burnt at the stake for being a witch. We'll see anyway. Well, it's the next day. I'm up at the allotment. I did manage to get my tincture made. Oh, what a job that was. They don't tell you how hard it is to chop up a piece of basically wood into teeny little pieces. I'll show you them at the end of the video. I'll show you what I've made. But it was pretty hard work. Had Kenny involved with his strong arm. But we got there eventually. Anyway, I'm up here today. It's time to sort out the peas. I'm going to go through them, pick the last of them. And if there's any that aren't ready, then that aren't ready. I want the peas out. I'm going to take out these asparagus peas as well and see what we can get in. I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to put in yet, but I'll make a decision on that when the time comes. And I'm just looking here into my courgettes. You almost look at your courgettes with fear and trembling, don't you? Is what you're going to find each day in case there's a gigantic marrow in there. Yeah, there's definitely some that need to come out today as well. Right, we'll crack on. I'm just having a little look at the comfrey here, and I don't know whether you'll be able to tell. It's almost like it's gone into two separate plants, because this one at the front here is looking as if it's dying back a bit, but then at the back there's all this lovely new growth, almost like it's another plant. I might actually just take this whole front one down, this whole front piece, because it's more or less stopped flowering, and get that on the compost heap to you know, add a whole pile of great nutrition there, and leave this back bit to grow on, and it might flower again. It's another job after I get the peas done maybe. So I've been through most of it and gotten off. There'll be a bit more there that we'll find, but that's not bad. I'm a bit disappointed with how many French beans I've grown this year. I've always grown loads in the past. It's kind of put me off. So I didn't grow very many this year, but they're lovely, and I've kind of nearly finished them already, which is a bit of a disappointment. Anyway, we'll carry on. Oh, they're coming up quite well. I actually didn't realise what on earth was in this border, to be honest. I had all kinds of French beans over in that bit there, and I didn't even know. Anyway, we've got the beans off, and I've got quite a lot of space there. I've still some French beans and some green beans here I'm going to leave in because they're not quite finished. I've got tomatoes in that corner, and I've got a tomato here and that nice feverfew. But the rest of this, well, I've got to make a decision about what's going in now. So let's go and have a look at the stuff up at the table. Oh, there's some more beans, look. So what I've got is, I've got a whole bunch of leeks, I've got cabbages, and I've got sprouts. So I've made my decision. I'm going to put in a long row of sprouts down the middle, and I'm going to put leeks on either side. These are multi-sown. I'll see how much room I've got. I might just leave them multi-sown, or I might spread them out a little bit, because I'm going to be harvesting them bit by bit over the years, so they don't need to be super spaced out. And I think that should work quite nicely. So I think what I'll do is I'll put 2 rows of leeks coming down here, which I know is tight, but I'll take out this inner row as smaller leeks, as baby leeks, and give the sprouts and the outer side leeks a chance to grow on. Because I've got lots and lots of leeks in pots. I've got a bucket full of them at home as well, and I would like to get them all in really. So we'll see how many we can get in here. Trying to tease them apart, but they're actually... Right, I'm going to put 2 in together like that because they are bound together, and I kind of get them apart without damaging them. So that's it done. I'm delighted. I think the leeks, you could probably call it intensive cropping or something, because I've got them... In the end, I didn't divide up the pots that were multi-sown. They were pretty root bound, and it was going to damage them too much to pull them apart. So I've just pushed them all in together, and what I'm going to do is just harvest baby leeks as I go, once they get to an edible size, and let the rest grow on. Happy I managed to get all that done. It's been a good morning's work. I'm just hoping these leeks, sprouts don't get too much bug damage. The Swedes I put in last week, or I don't know whether it's a flea beetle or something. Is that a thing on brassicas? But all the leaves are getting like lacy. Anyway, job well done. I'm going to take you back home now and show you how I got on with my tinctures. So as a final note in the video, this is the tincture that I started making yesterday. It's got Mahonia root and what was the other one, berberis. I didn't get much of the berberis root in the end. It was, the bit I dug up was a bit bad. So as I say, chipped up at great expense to Kenny and me, and then vodka on the top, and you leave it for well, I haven't quite managed to ascertain how long, a couple of weeks at least. You give it a mix every day, then you strain it off, and you use the mixture. It's an antibiotic. It's like an antibiotic for gastrointestinal problems, or you can use it topically if you mix it in, if you dilute it a bit. As I say, I'm completely new to this, so don't take my word for it. I'm just trying some new things. I'll show you this as well. This is a sage tincture that I started making the other day. It can be used for hot flushes, which is pretty good for me. I hate to say it, but it's true. I've been taking sage capsules that I get from a herbal supplement place, and they're great. So I thought, well, I can make my own. That's another thing I'm going to try. What I would really like to do is like have my own little apothecary border with all these herbal things in that I can pick and make concoctions of. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for joining me and putting up with my madness. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.